Right, hello. So, we are this is gonna be the video showing you thresholds. We've already somewhat been working on it, nothing extravagant, just through the week, out of habit. Anytime we come up to a door with a dog on leash, we do the threshold drill. So, I'm gonna give you, hopefully this angle isn't that bad. Don't mind my patio furniture. We're waiting for bolt pickup, whatever the hell that's going to be. But I'm going to show you a couple different doors. So I got the gate to the backyard. I've got a sliding glass door, and then I got a side door and a front door. So I'm going to try to do them all. I'm going to try to do some at each one of them, just so you can kind of get a broad view of all of them and different things, opening different directions, and sliding glass doors and all of that. So we're gonna get a little bit of everything. So the reason we work on thresholds, we don't. It sets the tempo, I guess could be the word. It sets the. Let's just go with tempo. I don't feel like that's right, but we're gonna go with it. It sets the tempo of what's about to happen, meaning. Most of the time when you're going through a door, you're going for a walk, you're going outside in the backyard or something. The backyard, I'm not too worried about that. Let them go. Good girl. Sit. Going into the backyard. Going into the backyard, I kind of just let them go, but like. If you ever decide to go down to the city and go to Bar K, like you don't want your dog just boom in a super high state of mind, high arousal. We want them low, calm, cool, and collected. Okay, that's the ultimate goal of all this is having that control to keep your dog calm, cool, and collected. So, going through a gate, we set that precedence. You're not going through this until one, I release you, but for me to release you, you got to be calm, cool, and collected. So. Rex and Tater were out here running around pretty hard, so she's pretty mellow, and she's already doing well with thresholds, even off leash. So, but let me show you how you're gonna do it. Let's go. So, this one I don't really cue anything. I don't say any commands. I just walk up to it. Yes, good girl. Open it. Okay, just kind of like the crate stuff. That's another threshold to work on. If she decides to bust out, we shut the door. Shut the door in her face. So, let's go. And then we release with let's go. The next thing, I know this angle is kind of hard to see. We don't want them just taking off. So once we get into where we're going, you need to stop. So she's right here in front of me. Now I can shut the door. I can take off her leash if I want to. I can take off my shoes. Whatever needs to be done while she's right here, not pulling me, not going crazy. It's going to be a little different if there's Rex back here, if there's other dogs back here, it's going to change things. But we got to practice in the low distraction before we can hold them accountable in the higher distraction units. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Let me do it again. Let's go. One thing to think about, a door that swings into you, you don't want to walk right up to the door, because then she's right in the way for the door to open. Okay? So, what I typically do with that is I stop a little bit further back, and I create that, basically a bubble. She's not allowed to go around. If she walks too far, we just give her a pop backwards, and even upward. If you want her to sit, you can tell her to sit at this point. Your call. I don't care as long as she pauses. As long as she stops. She's nice and calm. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Swing it open. Yes. Good girl. She does something right. Let's reward her. Good girl. Good. And this is very tempting. The door's open. I want to go. Let's go. I think we'll get a bigger, like, you'll see more of the actual training when I work with Rex. Because They were out here running right before we started this. She actually stopped when I opened the door. Rex came right through and jumped on the bus. He freaking loves that bus. So that might be a threshold I work on with him. Let's go. Yes, let's go. And you just do this back and forth between the different doors in your house, mainly just the exterior doors. Again, or not again, but another thing is that this, you'll be able to, by doing this enough, working on it, going further with the distraction work, you'll be able to leave your door open on a nice, like today's pretty nice. It's a little muggy, but it's nice with a cool breeze. You can leave your front door open and the dog knows not to go through. That's really the main one, which is why you decided to sign Rex up earlier, because he decided to bust out. But yeah, we set that precedent. Like, just because the door's open doesn't mean you come out. Even with me walking through, you don't come out until I say, let's go. Good girl. Okay, so that's like the back door. Let me show you the sliding glass door. I'm going to pause it so you don't have to see all my movement and stuff. All right, now I do know my sliding glass door is very muddy. When you got 6, 7 dogs running around back here, somebody's bound to jump up on it. So let me shut this. But it's all the same concept. No matter which way the door opens or anything, it's all the same concept. So you just walk up to it, stop. Yes. With this, I'm not even going to let her on my little stoop. She has to stay down there. Yes. Good. And again, no matter how far I open it, she stays out. Let's go. Same thing coming out. Let's go. Tater's right there by the door too. Good. You can leave it open, you can close it, whatever you want to do. Closing it and opening it gives the full effect. So I would practice that more. You're doing good, girl. You might not have to do very many of these. Let's go. Yes, good girl. Let's go. I'm going on my two. Good. Good girl. Yes. Good. Little pop. So she doesn't need very hard corrections anymore. We've probably popped her a couple times. Really just the noise of that chain is, she's like, oh, she hears that noise and she stops whatever she's doing. So, I'm only going to do one more door, just because she's doing really well. We don't need to keep doing it. So pause. All right, the magical front door. All right, same stuff. So the dogs don't really come up here. So let's go. Okay. Yeah, and I mean that's really it. So do it with all your doors. So yeah, let me do one more for you. Let's go. Yes. Look, I didn't know. I started the corrector. Let's go. Yes. Good girl. So there we go. So there's Luna. Let me go get Rex and we'll work with Rex. All right, and I'm back with Mr. Rex. Okay. Not that you knew I left because, pausing the system. But, any users, I just magically appeared. I'm a magician. Okay. I need friends. So, Rex, he seems a little more rambunctious when it comes to the doors and thresholds and stuff than Luna. So, we're going to do the same thing. I don't really need to explain much. Just do this. Anytime you're going to go out of a door with the dogs, make sure they wait. Okay? Calm, cool, and collected like this, and then you move through. Let's go. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Wonderful. Do a couple more here. Good boy. Good, Rex. So, like, it became kind of a cue when I did this little step around to hold the door open. They just follow. So that's something, again, any of those type of little cues, because they pick up on our body language very easily. Something like that, they're like, okay, he's going to let me go through. But we need to practice not letting them go through, even though I made that step or either. Let's go. Yeah, that was a very good one. So we're going to move on to another door. Probably just the gate. Actually, I'm going to do the buzz. All right. So this one might be a little tricky. The bus doesn't have a lot of space, obviously. We'll walk. Let's go. Good. So, I mean, that one's tough. There's not a lot of space for both of us to stand right there. So even doing this like threshold stuff at stairs, fantastic. That way they don't knock you over running up the stairs right behind you or trying to run next to you up the stairs. I would either wait for them, either let them go first or I go first and they wait. Uh-oh, Cobb. Let's go. Good. Come on. Good. We'll do a couple more until he hesitates. Let's go. Oh, boy. Come here, Rex. Let's go. Good. Alright, moving on to another place. Just the gate. Alright. So he does enjoy going into the backyard. So we'll see what he does. Let's go. Oh, good boy. Mr. Impatient, huh? Let's go. Oh, good boy. Let's go. Let's go, boy. You good boy, yes? You good boy? Huh? You good boy. One more, bud. Let's see. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Let's go. Nice, buddy. Good. Good. So the little trick I just did to him, I got him like excited, a little amped up, and then I went and stopped. He stopped with me. Bingo, bango, we're done. Let's go. Oh boy. So, there you go. That's thresholds. Any doors. Do that on doors, stairways, the crate, your car. We'll do it for the bus. Yeah, those are anything that's a threshold. Go ahead and do it. Yeah, booty. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the camera.